Welcome to Grung TV, the entertainment hub for news, views, reviews, and gossip. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on your notification bell.
Welcome back to Grung TV. Lawmen assigned to the St. James Police Division were kept busy at the Montego Bay seaboard on Monday evening as they seized some 7 firearms and multiple rounds of ammunition. According to a news source, the guns were detected during a routine inspection by members of the Jamaica Custom agents and the police. So far, our news team learned 4 handguns, 3 high-powered rifles, 9 magazines, and 3 rounds of ammunition have been seized. They were found hidden and dismantled inside their 3 television set, another well-placed source revealed. The St. Catherine South Police are reporting the seizure of a Glock pistol, 2 magazines, and 39mm rounds. The discovery was made during a targeted operation in the Central Village area on Tuesday. According to reports, 3 men were approached by lawmen in the area. They were searched, and a bag containing the firearm and ammunition was found in the possession of one of the men. All 3 men were taken into custody, where they were being questioned. This is the second firearm seized in the Central Village area over the past 5 days. The latest seizure follows on February 22nd, discovery of a M1 Garand rifle and a magazine. Reports are that the police conducted targeted operations in the Windsor Heights area when the search of a premises yielded the find. It is unclear if anyone was arrested in connection with the find. A police officer is in hospital battling for life after he was shot by another officer. Full details in the incident are still not clear, but reports are that the officer was shot at a location in St. Andrew early Monday. Reports are that the injured officer received gunshot wound to the stomach. He has since been admitted in the hospital. Detectives assigned to the Portland Police Division have listed 2 men as persons of interest in a recent murder and wounding with intent that took place in Orris Lane in Buff Bay, Portland on Wednesday, February 23rd. They are Rajay Chamberlain, otherwise called Madsus, of a Crux River, Anota Bay in St. Mary, and a man known as O'Shane, otherwise called Q, of Olympic Way, Kingston 11. Both men are urged to immediately turn themselves in to the police. Meanwhile, anyone knowing their whereabouts is being asked to contact the Buff Bay Police at 876-809-1219 or 876-996-1497. Police 119 emergency number, Crime Stop at 311 or the nearest police station. The Department of Correctional Services has announced that effective Tuesday, March 1st, 2022, it will resume non-contact visits within the juvenile institutions. According to a release, the phased resumption following the advice from organizations' medical team based on significant decrease in positive cases within our institution following the 4th wave of COVID-19. Visitations at the Juvenile Center is phase 1 of the resumption. In 2022, the DCS discontinued visits in correctional institutions to prevent the introduction of the COVID-19 virus within the centers. To date, the DCS has recorded 1,111 positive cases, 13 deaths, 1,109 recoveries within the correctional centers. It shared that despite the reduction number of cases, the organization will continue to maintain strict adherence to the COVID-19 protocols. The Portland police are probing a suspected case of drowning involving a teenager on the weekend in Plum Valley, Buff Bay. Dead is 18-year-old Romario Johnson, a chef of Lorna Avenue, Kingston 19. Police reports are that on Saturday about 1:30 p.m., Grant was swimming in a river in Plum Valley District when he developed difficulties. Several people attempted to rescue him. However, their efforts failed. The police were summoned and the body retrieved. A Clarendon father whose 2-year-old son was badly beaten, allegedly by a neighbor's dog, is livid and is demanding that owners do more to keep their animals leashed and confined within their homes. Gregory Bryson, who lives in the central Clarendon community of Threadlight, said that doctors have indicated that his son Christopher, who has been admitted to the Bustamante Hospital for Children, may need reconstructive surgery. Foreign Affairs Minister Kamina Johnson-Smith says flight has been booked for the 24 Jamaican students who yesterday arrived in Poland from Ukraine. Johnson-Smith says the students will arrive from Frankfurt, Germany to Montego Bay, St. James. In the meantime, she said efforts are underway to find them alternatives for them to continue their studies. She had this to say.
Good night, Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica who have been following and praying for students in Ukraine. By now you'd know that they were safely transported from the border to a hotel in Krakow, where they still are now. The charge is there with them. She met with them earlier and was able to ascertain some of their most immediate needs. And we were able to resource her to go and get some warm clothes and that kind of thing. You know, it's been a very trying time. We will be providing them with a small subsistence so that the personal items that it might be more appropriate for them to get themselves, that they'll be able to secure those. And of course, when they are flying out, if there are delays on the flight out, that they'll be able to deal with food and drink on their way out. So on the matter of flights, we've booked flights through Frankfurt into Montego Bay, and we've arranged transportation from Montego Bay to Kingston for those who need it. We've also liaised with the Ministry of Health to ensure that counselling will be available for those who wish it, not on spot, but at the time that they might feel best able to process and to have those discussions. As you know, most of them were hesitant to leave because they were worried about their studies. We had engaged UA early in this process. We'll re-engage them to see if there's any possibility at all of accommodation. And we'll also reach out to bilateral partners to see if they have any programs in place which will be seeking to accommodate students who have been disrupted from their studies in Ukraine specifically. There are no guarantees, of course, but there may well be, and we will explore them. In respect of the 3 students who didn't disembark in Lviv, I just wanted to update you that 2 are safe in a location in Ukraine that their mothers have determined is appropriate for them to stay at this time. And 1 is in Romania, where we have secured some support for her on that side. So she's safely accommodated as well and will make her way out in due course. We just encourage you to keep praying for them, for their strength, their resilience, to give thanks for it as well. And of course, as Jamaicans, we will always be indomitable. We will always survive and we will always thrive. Our hearts go out to the people of Ukraine who continue to have their lives upended by this war, and we continue to pray for its cessation.